Hello everyone! So today is the 8th of August and I did want to make a little video. It's kind of an important date and I got so busy I didn't even have time last week. So here we are in my garden. I have some coffee with me. It is raining even though you can't see it. It's blowing quite a lot of wind, so I actually hope the sound will be okay. But I do not have much time, so let's get straight into it, alright? So we are the 8th of August today, we are 8/8, we are as many beautiful names as periods of the year. We are the Lion's Gate, but I also love to call it Lúnasa after the month of August. There's a lot of interesting things happening and also like lining up in like one little space today. And I actually made a very nice little video about the vibes, about the energy at this very powerful and potent time of the year, last summer. So I'm going to post it here somewhere. I really recommend you go and watch that because it touches on a lot of the topics that are really like speaking for this time of the year and also coming back every single year. So because I have made that one last year and it's still so valid, I wanted to talk a lot, like take a little bit of a different angle this year, because if you have been like kind of interested in the cycle of the year or the wheel of the year or maybe even psychic living or seasonal living and you don't really know where to start or where to like hop in this beautiful cycle, the time is now. This period of the year we have around the 8th of August is the most potent window, the most potent portal for you to get into seasonal living or to get into living by the cycle or living of like celebrating all the festivals in the year, right? This is really the perfect moment for you to get into. And I'm going to explain why. Because maybe my opinion is not shared by other ones, but I really love to do things a little bit more unconventional, giving you like a slightly different opinion, slightly different option, right? Let's keep things very interesting. Now, at the 8th of August, we are, and this is actually lining up astrologically, we are right in the middle between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox. We are right astrological in the middle point. I know there's many like traditions and lines, and especially like I think especially Wicca is doing this. I am not a Wiccan, to make that perfectly clear. Nothing against that, of course, but they would really like celebrate this festival on the 1st of August. So like on my Instagram and on my YouTube, like everything is like popping up on the 1st of August. But for me that feels a little bit wrong actually. I love to like, if you're really into this kind of seasonal living and really into this like following the spiral of the year, you really line up very easily with the cycle of the sun, right? And the cycle of the sun astrologically is around the 8th of August, which also lines up on the 8/8 portal, the Lion's Gate. And for me, it's just one and the same. It's one and the same energy, one and the same portal. It's just a really magnetic time. And it's all about you, you know, like your person is so powerful in this. Don't listen to anyone else, maybe even don't listen to me. Your person is so magnetic to your higher potential in this period of the year. So it's the perfect moment for you, the perfect opportunity for you to line up with this higher potential, to line up with dreams and ambitions. So, but we are in the cycle of the sun. We are following the cycle of the sun astrologically in between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox. And I will also put up my little drawing again somewhere here. This would bring us again back onto the line of the sun. And the line of the sun is actually dividing the circle, or actually it's a spiral of the year, into two like pi bits. And this sun line is lining up with like somewhere beginning-ish of February. And then where we are now, like somewhere around like the second week of August, right? This is the sun line. And why I say to you it's the perfect time to get into like this kind of living is because the sun is almost, you could say the sun is the oldest religion, right? The sun, worshipping the sun and honoring the sun is the oldest religion humanity has. So it's also the perfect start for you, to start on the sun line. Now what is happening on the sun line is around February, the sun gets born, we celebrate the birth of the sun, and where we are now, we are actually at the funeral. We are celebrating the death of the sun. Now, how can you get into something new by celebrating a death? Now, it's so metaphorically, right? You can almost like guess what I'm going to say, but something has to die before something can be born. Something has to die before you can start a new cycle. So by celebrating or by attending the funeral of the sun, it also gives you a fresh and new start. Now, we are always saying that the seeds get planted, or the seed is actually sprouted in the beginning of February. The sun is born, the seeds are sprouted, and a new cycle begins. But when is the seed produced? When is the seed falling off and dying off the plant? When is the seed falling into the ground? It is now in August, right? The plants have done their work, they have flowered, they have grown fruits, and now the first seeds are leaving the plants and falling into the soil. So we are at the death of a plant, we are at the death of a cycle, but we are at the birth of new seeds, of new little potentials. And it's these beautiful little potentials that you can also use. So you are really lining up with your highest and most vibrant potential. It is really the time to tap and to see into your dreams and your hopes. But manifestation can always, it's not something that can happen without gratitude, right? And this is why I also have said a couple of times now, we are at a funeral. We are at the funeral of the sun. What do we do at funerals? We honor and we celebrate the life of the one who has passed away. So we are really showing joy and gratitude, and we are celebrating for everything the sun has done for us before she died, right? So really step into this gratefulness that got you to this point, even though you did not really want everything that has happened, maybe, right? We still have to kind of get into this vibration of accepting and respecting and showing gratitude for things as they have been up until this point, because they have brought you to this point, right? It's almost like you are honoring yourself. You're honoring and you are respecting yourself for the choices you have made. You're respecting yourself because you have brought you here, and it's also you that is lining up with that higher potential that lies somewhere up there. Okay, so this is such a powerful magnetic period for you, and it is the perfect time to get into the wheel of the year. One last little thing I want to add, because this is going to be a very short video, because I am very short on time this month. It is to also step a little bit out of the box, right? Don't get too attached to certain dates, and don't try to keep everything very neat and organized. It is a lot going on the internet about this, and you will see it every time a new festival comes near. You see it on your Instagram, you will see it on your YouTube or wherever other social platforms you are using, and it's always very neatly lined up. We have always had the same calendar as we are doing today, which we did not, right? We had many calendars before, and they're always talking about the 1st of February, and then the 1st of August, and it's the 1st of May, and the 1st of November, but it's really not that easy. So I do invite you to step a little bit out of this comfort zone, out of the box. And if you're really interested in living with the cycle and really interested in spiraling with the season, lining up yourself, because it is in you, right? It's just like stepping into yourself almost. It is to see that not only are we following the cycle of the sun, so I mean actually also astrologically, it's different dates every single year, right? The equinox on a different date, a slightly different timing every single year, the solstice on a slightly different timing every single year. And we are not only cycling with the sun, we are also cycling with the moon. And the moon is very perfect for lining up with your ancestry and honoring the ancestors and honoring the people who came before you. Because many times, actually what was celebrated were new and full moons, depending on the time of year, depending on the festival. Sometimes it was both. So we are cycling both with the moon and with the sun at the same time. And this creates this very nice interplay and dance, which is different every single year. So every single year you will have to kind of look at when is the full moon, when is the new moon, when does the dates fall astrologically, to determine when is the most potent portal. And it will shift every single year. It gets longer, gets shorter, it starts a different date, ends a different date. The vibe will be different every single year. What you can work with, what's coming forward, is going to be different every single year. So it's really not a one thing fits all kind of situation. If you kind of read these books and you're oh, at the 1st of August, it's always the 1st of August, and I'm going to use this crystal and this mineral and this plant. And like, they are kind of right, of course, but think bigger. Get a bit into the chaotic energy. Nature is chaotic, your chaotic energy is chaotic. Yes, it is also very structured, but it's chaotic at the same time. And it is so beautiful, right? Now, in this particular year, we had the new moon like a week and a half ago, like I think around the 21st, no, the 24th of July, I think. And it was like, you just start noticing these things. Here in Norway, we had like such a warm period, like a heat wave. Now on the date of the new moon, which is new beginnings almost, the weather shifted. Like all of a sudden it became what it is. You just see behind me, it comes very windy. We had storm, rain, the temperatures dropped quite a bit. The energy completely changed. And this new beginning, this new moon we experienced, which was almost opening or like giving the first step to this portal we are right now in, is so much powerful than it was last year. This year is so much more fire than it was last year. So it is about noticing and working with these little differences from year to year to year. Now we have a very, very powerful full moon coming up this Sunday. Now we are Friday. Now on Sunday, the 10th of August, this is what I think would be maybe the old celebration of Lionsgate or Lúnasa or whatever it is called in all the different languages and traditions, right? Call it whatever you like. Full moon on Sunday. Pay attention. You still have, if I get this video up today, I will minimize editing. So if it's a bit rough, I'm very sorry. Pay attention on Sunday. If you want to get into the spiral, the cycle, the wheel of the year, if you want to get into seasonal and cyclic living and want to line up with your potential and want to start to notice how the earth and the planets and your own core is all lined up, if you want to start spiraling with yourself, pay attention on Sunday. This is the perfect moment for you to get in that kind of beautiful practice, right? And this is really the religion of nature. Like, there's a beautiful saying that we actually have the same religion as that tree over there behind me. We are all following the same cycles. It's just about tapping into that potential. It's already in you. You just have to pay attention. All right. Now, this will be it for this little video. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope I will see you in my next one as well. Bye bye.